Hello and welcome to Go Beyond Betty. Today we are making calabacitas. So I'm from New Mexico and you know that I love green chili. It is probably my favorite vegetable dish. And it has so many flavors and textures going on in it that everybody loves it. And in New Mexico, typically with your entree, you get choices. You either get pinto beans, refried beans of some sort, Spanish rice, or calabacitas. So not all restaurants carry it, but it is so delicious. And I love that it can go really with anything that you are serving. So let's get started. All right, so we're gonna make calabacitas, which really just means squash, but it's kind of a squash vegetable dish that everybody loves because it has bacon in it. And the other awesome thing in it is green chili. You don't have to put green chili, and you don't even have to do bacon, but that's what makes it so great. So I'm gonna chop up one onion. You could use any kind. I'm gonna use a sweet onion, and then any kind of squash, really. For color reasons, I'm gonna use 2 of each. And behind me, I'm sorry if it's sizzly, I've got about 5 strips of bacon, and as soon as they're done, I'm gonna pull those off, and then I'm gonna put the onion in the exact same pan so I get all those little bits up into my onion and have it flavored deliciously. So I took my bacon out of the skillet. I'm leaving all the grease. There wasn't a lot. It's really a very lean bacon. It's gonna be noisy, so I'm gonna put my onions in there, turn it down just a little bit, and just give them a nice good sweat. So while the onions are sauteing down, I'm just gonna cut up these. I think I want like a half moon. I want something bite size. I don't want people to have to cut this dish. It's just eat and go. All right, so our onions are still cooking in all of our delicious bacon grease and little num-num bits. And they're pretty much done, but I want them to soften a little more. So now I'm just gonna put all the zucchini on top. I'm not gonna stir it. It's gonna be kind of like a tent on top and keep all the steam to make sure, don't worry about that. Don't worry about those guys. It's gonna make sure the steam cooks all the onions, because I don't want a crunchy onion. I want a really, really soft onion. So I'm gonna leave it like this for about 5 minutes and then give it a really, really good salt. You'd be surprised how much salt just plain zucchini needs a good amount. This is continue to kind of sweat it out. I put lots of black pepper and a good amount of salt. And now I'm just gonna add some corn. You can use any corn. I had some that we had frozen from the fresh corn that was grilled. And then I have some green chili. This is New Mexican hot. This is too much. I'm probably gonna use half of it, and it's still gonna light us up a little bit. But if you don't have New Mexican green chili, you can use canned stuff. It just won't be as hot. We're gonna stir this around, let it go for another probably 5 minutes. All right, the last thing I'm gonna do is just add my bacon in there. I chopped it up real roughly. Nobody wants tiny bacon. Leave good pieces of bacon. If you can see, bring it in, tum-tum. All those little bits in the bottom have been scooped up. That's why the onions are nice and caramelized. There's tons of delicious flavor in here. I can really smell the corn. Ideally, always use like fresh corn on the cob, even if you freeze it. And then taste it before you serve it, because like I said, you're gonna need a lot of salt. I don't want to burn my mouth. Tommy, you try it.
Yeah.
Hot as hell. Need more salt, not pepper, and not chili. Woo! You will all think of me tomorrow. You know what I mean? No. All right, so again, after you add some salt, try it again. Give it maybe a minute before you try it again. And then we're ready to serve calabacitas.
When she says you all will think of me tomorrow, that's this group. They're going to think of it tomorrow.
So thank you again for joining me at Go Beyond Betty, where you are taking risks in the kitchen. We'll catch you again soon. Bye.